I just picked up this Sansui Linear Tracking automatic drive turntable model P-M70 at the local flea market. I paid $20 for it, and of course the guy selling it said that it worked fine, but he didn't have any way of testing it there at the flea market to show me. And most of it does work fine, except the stylus is completely shot. I put a record on it, it just zipped right across it. So I have a new one on order for $15 from eBay. This unit has a laser in the tone arm that sees when it gets to the record, so it can automatically determine the size of the 12-inch or 6-inch records, and also so you can skip between tracks. It can see the gap between the songs on a record, and you can program up to 9 individual tracks to selectively play. Since there's no needle on there now, it will not shouldn't detect anything. I'll just go ahead and hit stop and let it go back. The linear drive mechanism is working great. There's no odd noises. It's very quiet as it goes backwards and forwards, up and down. It's also a very, very heavy unit and has a nice heavy aluminum platter. So all in all, I think for $20, even with a bad stylus, it was a pretty good buy. Also at the flea market I picked up all this computer stuff here, except for the monitor. I already had that, but it's IBM Net Vista Pentium 3. It's one of the later Pentium 3s with a 133 megahertz bus and the Intel 815 chipset. And one reason I got it, I noticed on the back side it had a DVI port, so I knew it had an upgraded video card. And it's an NVIDIA FX 6200, so it'll even support Aero in Vista and Windows 7. But unfortunately I don't have enough RAM at the time to put in here to get one of those running on here. It just had 192 meg of PC-133 in it. And also, unfortunately, the 815 chipset will only support up to 512 meg, which is not a lot, and kind of stupid considering that the predecessor of that, the 450BX, would support up to 1.5 GB. Swapped out the CD-ROM drive for a DVD-ROM drive. And surprisingly very clean inside for an old computer. Usually you just expect it to be full of dust, but it's pretty much spotless. And for a total price of $10, I got this computer, IBM keyboard, IBM mouse, 2 spindles of blank DVDs, a case full of floppy disks, several CD-ROMs and games and such, and some literature on some software. And they even brought it to my car for me. And also, you may notice that this is the first video I have in widescreen, and also it's in 720p. It's recorded on a new iPhone 4.